umpteenth time. I mean, it's 24 years, but I haven't been here every year on 9/11. But for I don't know, 22nd time, probably. Maybe I've missed a year or two. I'm here at Ground Zero on this very sad and tragic day, compounded, of course, by the murder of Charlie Kirk, where you just see death and carnage, and how America hasn't learned to love, one another enough. But the people who hated us enough to perpetrate this, these two giant holes where there used to be arguably the two most iconic buildings in the world. So here I am. I'm doing a live. By the way, with all the threats that I get and what happened to Charlie Kirk, it's rare that I actually tell you where I am live. But this is too precious and not to share the experience with you all. I want to bring you here, and also we're hoping massive security presence, because there are so many sickos in America today, and the sickos who did this, they were imported. Now they're homegrown. It's really tragic. But let's just take a look of the things that are so meaningful to me. First of all, of course, you have the footprint of the North Tower. I'll take you soon to the South Tower. I just watched this incredible documentary about the building of the Twin Towers. It took some 30 years. It was conceived in the 1950s. It opened in 1974. So it took 25 years, and they would only last, let's look at that, let's say 75 to 2000. They lasted 26 years. Is that amazing? And it took them 25 years to build them, and they lasted 26 years. And this is the burial ground of 3,000 innocent people, mostly Americans, but people from almost every country. And you can't call it a burial ground because there's no bodies. They were very much like the victims of Auschwitz and Birkenau and Majdanek. They turned into ash in a jet-fueled fire inferno at 2,000 degrees. Or the jumpers who had to jump from. By the way, I love the Palace of Light. The jumpers who had to jump from floors, as they had to choose whether they would die cremated, or whether they would die jumping a quarter of a mile to the earth below. That was the worst. By the way, in the Holocaust, you had in Majdanek, a Jewish guy that I just met who works for one of the Jewish organizations here. I don't know if he knows the story. In Majdanek, where they used to quarry the stone, so the SS had something called the parachutists. The parachutists they would take Jews and throw them off this cliff, and they would shoot them, and you would get points as an SS monster killer if you could shoot the Jew and kill him before he hit the ground. And they did the same thing in the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. They did the same thing, parachutists. What's his name? Jürgen Stroop, who was the SS commander at the Warsaw Ghetto. The Warsaw Ghetto was burnt to the ground, and so a lot of the people had to jump to the ground